Hi, Mr. Carsons.
Yeah, Norman. I had to stay and take inventory. Old Henry Potter came in this afternoon, talked so long that I forgot to do my work.
Yeah, I saw the light on.
You look like you're carrying a mighty heavy burden.
How old are you?
Just like that, huh?
Yeah?
Do you really think that I'm going to tell you?
I'm serious.
Well, why don't you cut me open, take a cross-section, count the rings, just like you would in an old tree.
Come on.
No. I'm like a woman about my age. The date of my birth is my business. The fact that I was born, that's all that concerns you.
Well, let's just say that you're not a kid anymore.
You got me there.
And you're not middle-aged?
No, I got a son that's about middle-aged.
Well, then by the process of reasoning...
By the process of reasoning, I suppose you're going to say that I'm old.
Well, no, that you're older than middle-aged.
Norman, I'm not old. I'm just getting along. There's a difference.
Well, what would you call my grandfather?
I'd call him Mr. Peyton, mostly.
Come on, Mr. Carson.
Norman, all right, I'm old. Your grandfather's old. Why don't you get out of here and let this poor old man do his work?
Here you are taking your inventory. You're adding up figures and subtracting figures. There's nothing the matter with your mind.
Nothing that a few brains wouldn't cure.
Well, my grandfather...
What's the matter with your grandfather?
Well, Stephen's worried about him. He says that he's losing his grip. You know.
No, I don't know.
Well, what I mean is I just hate to see the old character fade away.
Your grandfather has a mind as sharp as a razor. It'll always be sharp as a razor.
Well, Stephen said that
Stephen ought to keep those ideas to himself. Look here. There's nothing automatic about growing old. Why, some people, they govern a whole nation when they're old enough to be sitting on the front porch enjoying a rocking chair. And some people can get up and dance one of those twirly dances.
Yeah, and some people just fade away.
Hello, old man.
Thank you, Mr. Ford. I hope you enjoyed your dinner.
Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you.
Hi. Sandy. I hope you have the Yankee pot roast. I hear it's very good.
Why didn't you join us?
Oh, I didn't think you'd ever ask. That's a lovely suit you have on, Betty. Thank you. Well, here we all are.
What is it, Sandy?
Oh, let's see. I know I had a reason when I got into the car. Now, what could it be? Could it be that you're two of my most favorite people? No, that couldn't be it.
How was your visit with Martin Peyton, Sandy?
That's it.
You saw Mr. Peyton?
I want you to give Rod a message for me. I've been looking all over town for him, but he seems to have disappeared.
I'm sure you'll see him before I do.
No, not anymore. I've got a plane to catch. California, here I come. So he's all yours, honey. But you better enjoy him while he lasts.
Sandy,
Now, what does this have to do with my grandfather?
Oh, just tell him so long, and thanks for the ride on the merry-go-round.
Stephen, I want to leave.
In a minute.
You're rocking the boat.
My grandfather is forcing you to leave?
You're next on his list.
Now, what is that supposed to mean?
Are you going to sit here and listen to all this trash?
I haven't got anything better to do.
I got in the way of your granddaddy's plans for Rodney. So he gave me my walking papers all wrapped up in $2,000. Plain enough?
He bought you off?
Except, he got me mad doing it, so I threw it in his face. How dumb can you get? If I had any style at all, I'd go back and ask him for it.
What plans?
Oh, big plans for Big Rodney. A nice new wife. Oh, tough luck, honey. But if you play your cards right, you can walk off with a bundle.
How's that?
Well, I put in a few good words for you. I told Mr. Peyton how you and Rod still have this thing going for each other and how you keep bumping into one another and taking your time saying excuse me's. Oh, don't worry, he got the message. As soon as he's finished picking up his money, I'm sure he'll be knocking on your door. But hold out for a fistful because I'm sure you're worth it. Oh, my. How time flies when you're having a wonderful time. Well.
We'll miss you, Sandy.
Oh, well, I couldn't leave without saying goodbye. Oh, and as soon as you see Rod, be sure and give him my message. Well, ciao, adios, and all that. Rachel Wells.
Oh, yes.
Well, who's it from, please?
Mr. Carson.
Well, what's the matter?
He called several times. He said something about a small emergency at home. Excuse me.
Well, did he say what happened?
He said he'd be waiting outside for you earlier than usual.
Is anybody sick? Mrs. Carson? Baby Matthew?
I'm sorry, I don't know, dear. I just gave you the message.
Thank you.
I've come to take you home.
Preview from the continuing story of Peyton Place.
Why not? Oh, don't you whipper me, old man. You made yourself a part of this. Rachel!